Andrew Wilson exposes Destiny as a sociopath with one simple question. Is this the one that Piers Morgan? I'm guessing this is Piers Morgan.
I believe this is really the moment that has forever affected Destiny's career. Andrew Wilson asked him a single question.
Thanks for the
I
follow.
got one question for you, and I want you to actually answer it. Are you glad Charlie Kirk is dead?
No, I don't think anybody in this country should be dying to political violence. It's insane. The past 5 years in this country.
But
He's been crazy. But the reality is, until conservative.
Oh, there it is. But both sides. But
insane. The past 5 years in this country has been crazy. But the reality is, until conservative.
So then why did you say to your co-host that Trump deserved the bullet?
Andrew came prepared. He knew
Andrew always comes prepared. One does not simply PvP Andrew Wilson. Andrew Wilson is like the scariest. Like, if you're a leftist, Andrew Wilson is the scariest PvPer. Like, you never want to fight that guy. That guy's elo and ranking is so fucking high. Like, this guy is like Daigo, basically. Like, you don't want to fight him, you know? Dr. Chaos, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. It's because like Daigo or like Faker, like you don't want to fight them.
Exactly what he wanted to ask him. He did the research.
He's the goblin. Yeah, exactly. He's the fucking goblin slayer. The goblin slayer of political PvP.
He's ready to go.
Why did you say to your co-host that the best place for the bullet was Trump? Why did you say that?
Why did Donald Trump call him?
It's a whataboutism. Whataboutism. I'm asking you a question.
Whataboutism.
I can't be a whataboutism if it's my question, Destiny.
Why won't Donald Trump
answer the question?
Right, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this?
Piers Morgan knows that Destiny's trapped here.
Ask the question, then you answer it, okay? Andrew.
No, I want to hear the other side first.
Let him ask the question.
Donald Trump.
Let him ask the question.
Thank you, Piers.
And then you answer it.
Piers keeps the train on the tracks. We need an answer. And even then, watch what happens.
Andrew.
Destiny told his co-host, when asked point blank if he wanted the bullet to kill Trump, that the worst thing that could have happened was the bullet missing. He said this to Pisco. I watched it, okay? This guy's an obfuscation machine. And if you know what else, Destiny, why should we believe you? I think you are glad Kirk is dead. And all of your tweets seem to prove that. And you would have been happy if Trump was assassinated. You've made that very clear. So why not just be truthful for once in your fucking life and say.
Just fucking say it. Yeah, just say it. Just say it, Destiny. Just fucking say that. Say that you were happy that Charlie Kirk died. Just say it.
The truth that you don't care.
Look at him. Look at him. This guy got fucking bitch slapped. He's like a sad puppy.
That Kirk is dead, and you're actually probably glad he is. Isn't that really what's true?
It's, you know what it looks like? Like, you ever seen like a kid get in trouble? And like their fucking parent is like mad at them, and they just have this fucking like look on their face. Yeah, like.
You don't care that Kirk is dead, and you're actually
like his dad is fucking teaching him a lesson, right?
probably glad he is. Isn't that really what's true? Don't be truthful for once in your fucking life and say the truth that you don't care that Kirk is dead, and you're actually probably glad he is. Isn't that really what's true?
And this is where it just goes off the rails because the focus is now on this question. There's no escape.
Yep.
I don't want anybody in this country to die to political violence. I don't think in the United States of America that should be happening.
Then why did you say the bullet should have hit Trump?
The Republican president of the United States, who has presided over more violence politically in this country, more large protests than any president in all of U.S. history, for some reason can't.
You know, I just realized, guys, I can so picture this as like Andrew being like the upset dad, just basically going off on disciplining his son, and then Anna Kasparian is like the mom just looking disappointed. it's actually so peak. Like,
the bullet should have hit Trump.
The Republican president of the United States, who has presided over more violence politically in this country, more large protests than any president in all of U.S. history, for some reason can't bring himself to say, all of us need to calm down. And
so did Trump deserve the bullet?
Did
Trump
deserve the bullet?
This is all you care about are the political hit jobs.
Just answer the question.
No, just answer the fucking. This is the problem: is they can never answer the fucking question ever. They can't answer it.
Bro, did Trump deserve the bullet?
Did Donald Trump
deserve the bullet
on his side ever? Did Donald Trump
answer the question? Did Trump deserve the bullet?
You can't answer the question.
This is one of those common reflection techniques where it's holding up a mirror in the hope of deflecting valid incoming criticism and just trying to bounce it back on them as a way to evade.
Can you guys believe that Destiny is one of the biggest like voices on the left? They believe that Destiny is like the more articulate one compared to like Hassan. Oh my god, bro. This is actually so crazy. How is this possible? How is this possible? Like, yeah.
You can't answer the question. We're here to play.
No, bro,
to
it's my
find
turn
tweets
to ask
and
the
YouTube
question.
video
It's your
clips.
turn to answer.
It's
Did
YouTube video
Trump deserve
clips.
the
and it's-
bullet?
Did Trump disavow violence in
He's
this country?
basically he's basically refusing to he's refusing to actually submit to scrutiny, because like when you have like a debate, right, or you have like some kind of discussion, you usually take turns, like where one person submits one person is submitted to scrutiny, right, where one person has to defend their point, right? And basically Destiny is trying to ignore that rule, if you will, like unspoken rules. He's trying to basically only make it his turn. He doesn't ever want to defend, basically, right? And because of that, you can never, like, how do you even have an argument with a person like that that's not even going to answer your questions, right? Like, it's a very straightforward, very clear-cut like question, and he can't even answer it.
Ever.
He knows what everyone is.
He keeps just asking his own question back, reflecting with a new question, because he can't answer the question.
Feeling towards him, so then he just starts throwing that at everyone else. When you're dealing with a narcissist, you will often see this. We describe that kind of as gaslighting now, but it's more just like holding up a mirror in the hope of deflecting. See, you can't answer the question as you are.
Yeah, it's basically like, here's my question, and they say, well, here's my question, and then you say, no, answer the question, and then they say, well, no, because you didn't answer my question. And it's just, they basically will never answer it, basically, because they can't.
Literally evading the question.
Did he deserve the bullet? Yes, he's
Answer my
disavowed
question, I'll
violence.
answer yours.
But again,
See, answer my question. Answer my question. See? So like Andrew is the one who's asking the question, and Destiny responds by answer my question instead, which I guess like I think honestly Warren's analysis is pretty accurate. Like this is very like this is a narcissistic attack basically, because it's like no, I'm the one in charge. I'm the one that you're gonna answer basically. I don't have to answer your questions.
I just did. Now your turn. Now your turn.
On the radical
It's
left.
your turn.
Did Donald Trump?
Did Trump deserve the bullet?
I never said that. No, I never said that. No.
This is
For people that are all about no kings, these people sure do act like kings, don't they?
interesting here because he knows he's lying and he's kind of doing it tongue in cheek. He knows the audience knows that he's lying.
Did
Then
Trump deserve the bullet?
I never said that. No, I never said that. No.
Then no. Then I'm
What?
going
Wait,
to
hold on.
Trump
Wait.
deserve the bullet?
I never said.
it tongue in cheek. He knows the audience knows that he's lying.
Did
Then
Trump deserve the bullet?
I never said that. No, I never said that. No.
Then no. Then I'm going to lie. If you're going to lie, I'm going to lie. It's just another way of avoiding truth.
Okay, except you did to your co-host.
No,
You
I
said-
didn't. Oh, wait. When
Now,
did
your
Donald Trump
exact
disavow?
words-
Wait. When did
you-
Donald Trump
your
disavow all
exact
violence
words
in this
to your
country?
co-host.
Essentially mirroring back to Andrew. Well, you're lying about Trump, so therefore I can lie.
You
This guy's
lying
crazy.
sack of shit. If he wanted
I'm the lying
to kill
sack of
Trump,
shit?
the
No
worst
way.
thing.
Dude, Anna looks so disappointed, dude, because you have to understand, like, Anna was on the left. She was like, you know, she's a member of the Young Turks. She was like on the left. So like she just looks so disappointed and like her fucking allies, dude. She still is. Yeah, she still is. True. That's true. She's more moderate. If you were to consider though, like the chart, right? Like, you know, the thing with that Elon Musk pointed out with like the left kind of going so far, like the radicals going so far that it's kind of turning a lot of like the leftists into like more moderates. That's kind of what's happening with Anna. I think a lot of people on the left don't like Anna anymore. Yeah.
Could have
Wait,
happened.
Donald Trump
was the
disavowed
bullet
all
missing?
political violence. And
So like she just looks so disappointed, like man, like this is what my side has to offer. Just fucking retard to my left, you know? Like
That's what you said.
this is
bro.
yeah.
When you become so
she
fixated,
just looks dead inside. Like look at her eyes.
Was the
disavowed
bullet
all
missing?
political violence. And
That's what you said.
Look at this
I'm the
eyes.
lying
To
sack
kill
of
Trump.
Oh God, is this really the side that I fought for?
shit.
The
No
worst
way.
thing that could have
Wait,
happened
Donald Trump
was the
disavowed
bullet
all
missing.
What am I doing here?
political violence. And
That's what. you
this, and
said,
this is
bro.
yeah.
when you become so fixated on Trump, your own behavior becomes secondary. And how can that go wrong? It's like
God, you know.
You are like the prototype
TDS,
of TDS.
yeah, there it
It's
comes. Yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh, the
You wake
TDS,
up every
yes.
morning and you decide your
Yes,
behavior is going
true.
to hinge on Trump.
Tell me
Well,
more about
who
the
are you as
dancing
an individual?
Israelis and building
God, have a little bit
and
of
how
humanity.
the Jews all knew about 9/11
You're a
and they all want us to go to war
You're
in
a
the Middle East. Yeah, of course.
sociopath.
because Trump didn't disavow in the way that you would like him to, therefore that makes your statement okay. That seems to be the
It
logic
doesn't.
here.
It should be, and that might be how they see the world. But whether or not something is bad shouldn't be dependent on it. It shouldn't be dependent on if a different person, basically, if a different person, how a different person feels about a completely separate issue, right? It doesn't make any logical sense at all. There's no logical link between it.
Take it easy on the Adderall, and let me answer the question that Pierce asked.
You must have been really bullied today, I
My
guess.
behavior.
He said, there he goes. I'm being really bullied today. Oh my God, Destiny. Holy shit.
Speak, please.
My behavior is not reliant on how anyone else behaves. Every morning I wake up and I make decisions about how I choose to react or respond to things. I don't wake up in the morning, check what Donald Trump has to say, and then base my own personal behavior on his behavior.
I don't know. There might be like guys, I just came up with a scientific correlation. Okay, guys, like I'm a scientist now. I am just as much of a scientist as like MSNBC and Jimmy Kimmel. I'm just as much of a scientist, and I have found a startling correlation. And it goes like this. I think that there is a correlation between illogicalness and sucking lots of dick. I think there's a little connection there. I found. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Really comes down to correct behavior versus incorrect behavior.
And the
Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but you know.
irony of Charlie Kirk is that he led the way in going in to debate with people who hated him, and he would try and have respectful
Charlie
dialogue.
Kirk beat up on college students.
Unlike
That's all
you,
he did.
Destiny.
Let's be
Let me
real.
bring
Unlike
Andrew
me,
Wilson
I'm
in.
So do you.
Let me bring in
So
Andrew
do you.
Wilson.
So do you. You beat up on college students. You go on a college tour. You're
Charlie
going on a
Kirk is
college
trying to
tour
hold
right
higher
now
level
to
debates,
beat
and
up
you guys
on
killed
college students.
I was there with Destiny when he was debating with high school students, and in the moment, I respected the amount of effort he put into it because he recognized these are students that want to do
No, Julio, don't make that the title, you fucking moron, bro. That's not what I said.
this. It wasn't just beating up on students.
What are you talking about, Destiny? That's what you're doing right this second, is going on a college tour to go beat up on college students.
So because Destiny is now on the back foot so badly, he makes a big mistake here and jumps on.
Guys, you guys know how much trouble this guy has gotten me into? You know that Tyler Oliveira fucking thumbnail? You know how much people bring that up to say that I'm racist? That thumbnail has been haunting me ever since it came out.
Something that's just ridiculous to jump on.
That future that they had was gone because someone fired a bullet at Charlie Kirk that said, "Hey, fascist, catch." And now you have.
And then, like, I don't know, people are telling me, then tell Julio to take it down. I'm like, I don't really care. They already hate me for the fact that, like, that thumbnail went up, even though I didn't make the thumbnail, even though that's actually Tyler Oliveira's thumbnail. They already hate me for the fact that the thumbnail exists. So there's no reason to take it down, because I actually don't feel bad about it, because it's just a joke. It's literally there's no meaning behind it.
People celebrating it, and when you ask people
That's
about
not even
it,
the
they
bullet
say,
that was fired.
"Oh,
How are you lying
oh,
about this?
Shut
even?
up, Destiny!
Holy
Shut
shit!
up!
You're so
Shut
shameless.
up!"
Damn, he got pissed.
People
That's
about
not even
it,
the
they
bullet
say,
that was fired.
"Oh,
How are you lying
oh,
about?
I know we saw this again. I know we saw this video before, but man, like, seeing it again with, like, Warren, dude, this guy is so fucking retarded. Like, he's basically saying that, like, that because the bullet that said, "Hey, fascist, catch," wasn't the one that killed Charlie, that it's not a part of it. Like, what a retarded argument, dude. What a retarded argument. Like, it's so stupid. Yeah.
About this?
Shut
even?
up, Destiny!
Holy
Shut up!
shit! You're so
Shut
shameless,
up.
dude.
Hey, fascist, catch was written on one of the casings. Who cares if it was the bullet that was fired? This is not a good look.
Oh my god! You're not even inside the right bullet.
Dude, this is so... You know why this is peak? Because, like, Anna is there. Like, Anna being there is like, oh man, dude. Because, like, you already know that Jack and Andrew and Pierce are gonna think that that Destiny is disgusting. But, like, just Anna's, like, disapproving mom look is just, it's chef's kiss. You know what I mean? It's beautiful.
Such a disgusting piece of shit. Holy fuck!
What a pedantic point.
Are we
What a
even
pedantic
gonna do
Pedantic.
this?
The guy's a fucking
It's
professional
total
liar.
pedantry.
It's
It's
total
total pedantry.
Because this really comes down to proper behavior versus improper behavior. Many people seem to believe today that there's no such thing as right behavior. It's all just a matter of perspective.
Something absolutely needs to be done. This ideology should be shamed, humiliated, driven from the public discourse. I mean, you've got people who have completely dissociated with humanity.
You can justify any kind of behavior if you look for a justification long enough. But there is...
I mean, as much as they, guys, as much as these people love to say Nazi this, fascist this, that's how the Nazis justified what they were doing. Is that there's no wrong actions, just wrong targets, basically. And by basically not by shedding your humanity and like othering like an entire like group of people, you're able to do whatever the hell you want to them because it's just like bugs, basically.
Such a
Right?
thing as the wrong way to behave, and that's what we're seeing here.
I think there is an element of the left, the hard woke left, that have completely lost their minds.
This video is sponsored by Venice AI, which is fighting back against censorship on the field of AI. And there's just certain questions you
I love Warren ads. They're so funny because it's like they took the most introverted man and they're like, "Yo, do an ad read for us." It's so peak.
cannot
I
ask
know.
with these other platforms. So if I type in create
It's
an
just-
image of North Korean
It's
soldiers,
like it's so the reason it's funny is because usually you see like a YouTube ad read, right? It's like, hey guys, check out this new product by so like regardless of if the person's introverted or not, it's always like amping up the energy and being like, but Warren stays exactly the same even for the ad read. I love it. It's so peak.
fighting in Ukraine, the response is, sorry,
No, I don't think it's literal zero effort. I think he just refuses to like be something he's not. You know what I mean? Like he's just being himself. He's doing the ad read as himself. This is how I would exactly picture Warren doing an ad read.
can't create that image. There's no verified evidence that North Korean soldiers are fighting in Ukraine. I'm not asking that. Venice answers questions that ChatGPT won't. Why should a team of developers get to censor the questions that you ask? If you've used any of the leading AI apps, you've probably run into this before. Venice AI is the solution. The only 2.2 censorship refusal rate compared to the 71% from Claude and 64% from ChatGPT. Venice utilizes leading open source.
When you consider it, that's exactly what advertisers want, right? They want Warren to do the ad, not some weird Warren-shaped excited puppy. That's true. That is true because they probably did calculate that. I mean, they probably did think about what kind of person watches Warren. If you think about it, it's a lot more genuine. Like, what type of person watches Warren? They watch Warren. Well, I'll tell you why I watch Warren. I watch Warren because he is like more introverted and he's a lot more calm when it comes to like how he takes something. He's not very sensational about anything. He stays very grounded like the entire time. It's kind of about the philosophy and about the message of it's about what he finds in like the different interviews and stuff. And he stays exactly like that. It's not sensational. It's not drummed up at all. It's not it's just calm and relax. And that's why I think Warren is like a really good one to send to people that are a little bit off put by people like Trump, for instance. Like even Charlie Kirk was a little bit like he would PvP, right? Warren doesn't really PvP. He just kind of explains his point, right?
For specialized models to deliver text code and image generation to your web browser. There's no downloads, no installations or anything. Messages are encrypted and your conversation history is stored only in your browser. AI can be extremely valuable, but you shouldn't need to give up your privacy to use it. The Dolphin Mistral 24.
I wonder what award, like, has Warren ever been mad? I don't think I've ever seen him be mad. He's just always like been consistent, kind of.
4B Venice Edition is their most uncensored model ever. Check the link in the description, venice.ai/Warren, and use code Warren to enjoy private uncensored AI. Using my code will get you 20% off a pro plan.
If you are not able to just outright simply condemn.
See, but that's why it's so funny because my two favorites to watch are Warren and Andrew Wilson, and they're like couldn't be any further like in style. Like Andrew Wilson is like the ultra PvP person, you know?
Murder of Charlie Kirk. And if you cannot stop yourself from mocking his grieving widow, you are sick, as I've just seen from Destiny.
I mean, he has effectively turned every single person on this panel, including Anna Kasparian, against him.
Hey,
You're
how
asking me a
about
question,
take it
so I
easy
didn't know
on
it
the
was rhetorical.
Adderall? Take it easy on the Adderall, and let me answer the question that Piers
sorry,
asked me.
you must have been really bullied today, I
My
guess.
behavior,
Let Anna speak, please.
My behavior is not reliant on how anyone else behaves.
But Destiny just
Yep.
reverts back to this battle between
take.
political sides. Until one individual on your side does this specific action, it doesn't matter what I do.
Remember I talked about this before and I said it was very childish. It's like, oh, I'm not gonna do it unless I get like Like it's like whether or not I do something is based on whether or not I get a cookie. It's not about what right and wrong is. It's about whether or not I get rewarded. That's all I care about, right? And so like he only wants to, so he doesn't actually mean it, right? Like if he says something like, oh yeah, it's bad if like people die, he doesn't mean it from him. He means it only in the context that he gets what he wants from the other side, which is like, honestly, I think Warren's analysis is perfect. It's narcissistic.
Did that go wrong?
The idea of mocking a woman who is now a widow with 2 young children who
This is how
witnessed
a
her husband
sociopath
get
acts.
shot in the neck and bleed out to death. How can you mock that? What is wrong with you? I just don't understand it. That's it. I don't understand it. I don't understand you, Destiny. You have so much hatred in your heart, and at the same time, you
it's such a
judge
simple thing.
others
If you're
as
going to
hateful.
weaponize somebody's grief against the other party, well, then of course people have a right to fight back against it.
Even his friends, even the organizers of his own event are calling him out.
We've been friends for 3 years and support you in a lot of ways, but I've been frustrated by your Piers performance and particularly the leaning into the ratcheting things up. I agree that you don't want to clap for me, I can assure you. We're not on the same team.
To make no mistake, she's not a Republican or a conservative. It's not even about that. This is about the right way to behave and the wrong way to behave.
In the case of the prisoner's dilemma, what you actually have is 2 sides where the win condition isn't both get to get off scot-free or one person's in jail, one person's not. The actual issue is that it's an audience watching this and they get to decide the outcomes of these people, right? If the left and right are in a boxing match, the winning team isn't the team that knocks the other team out faster or harder. It's who the audience loves the most, because that's how democracy works.
I often say the audience does not lie, and this is similar to what she's describing. There's no escaping the audience, and the audience is a reflection of the fabric of reality.
Most moderates look at the assassination and they're horrified, but then they look at you mocking Erica Kirk and they're horrified. And the issue is that all we're doing is we're just driving.
Yeah, what the thing is what they don't realize is that the way, and this might be because they've been in an echo chamber for so long, they don't realize that what they're doing is not only morally wrong, it's strategically wrong, right? Like the guy said in the other video, the other guy was trying to convince Destiny is that like what you're doing is like it's not strategically sound.
Normal people further away, not because they're making the most rational decision, but because they are the audience that gets to decide the winner.
Destiny's game has been kind of the opposite, where it's this element of troll-like behavior that garners attention. That can work for a bit. In the end, it will cause you to implode.
And I'm terrified that you are driving the audience to look at us as the villains, and I don't want the left to be the villains.
I'm really curious to see how Destiny responds to this.
Yeah, so I think that when you look at prisoner's dilemma stuff or tit for tat strategies, I think that's exactly how humans work. I think it maps on perfectly to human behavior. I think that people don't do things if they think there's going to be a bad outcome for it. I think that people do things if they feel like there's going to be some cooperative effort for it. I think that the thing that I guess I would fight for right now, rather than just the whether or not you look unhinged on it, I think there should be a fight for the framing.
Notice his use of the language there, tit for tat.
I think that in a system where Donald Trump can make violent statement after violent statement after violent statement after violent statement, if somebody could look at a random person on the left and go, wow, this is too much for me, that system is deeply broken, and I think it's worth having the fight there.
So he just goes right back to Donald Trump. What she was talking about is something so much larger than just Trump.
The issue is that when I watched the Piers debate, you have Andrew Wilson, the major attack that you had on him was denouncing Hortman, and he just immediately did it.
So let's look at the moment she's referring to.
Yeah, that was actually fucking epic. Yeah.
Well, any of the conservatives here acknowledge the conservative that murdered Melissa Hortman and her husband and shot the other senator in Minnesota?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just
that it was
about
a
all
conservative
political
shooter?
violence.
That it was a conservative shooter?
I don't know the details on that particular case. If I did, and it turned out that it was the case, of course, I would say that such violence should be disavowed. Thing is, you can't hold your entire moral standard based on what you think Trump is doing or not doing. What does that have to do with you, Destiny? It has nothing to do with you.
And so all of a sudden, you've lost all of the moral high ground. You just optically,
like literally the entire moral high ground just decimated instantly by Andrew.
Look terrible.
Well, to be clear, it's not losing any moral high ground, it's losing your perceived optical high ground.
But
you know somebody who didn't make any.
I, Destiny, know better than the world. There is no fabric of
Oh my
reality that the
God.
audience reflects. I mean, you can play that game for a bit.
The issue is that to most normal viewers, they watched you look more awful than every other person on that panel, whereas you could have just had the high ground if you go, of course the killing of Charlie Kirk was wrong, but why isn't the president calling down?
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because luckily for us, he's telling the truth. He is. He's telling the truth. He actually doesn't think it was a bad thing. So that's why he won't say it, because that's not what he believes.
Like,
Yeah, and then they
all of a
immediately
sudden
move to the
it's
next
stronger.
Twitter account. You guys always have fantasies in your mind about what the conversation will look like next, but it never, ever, ever goes that way.
This is the problem with bad behavior. You can always find a way to rationalize it.
The framing needs to change, that it can't constantly be that one side has to act, 50 million levels of morality above the other side to be taken seriously. That's just a very unserious. And if that is where the moderate is at or the normie is at, then I guess we just go to the next, whatever the next form of government is after that. The current one is not working, yeah.
Think about what that means. Let's just move on to the next form of government.
That's what they would like, isn't it? So, well, I guess they just want to accelerate to the fucking end. Accelerate to the end, just take it all the way down so that they can rebuild it in their own image.
So there goes democracy. Winston Churchill, democracy is the worst form of government except for all the others. But Destiny's claiming,
Not only that, it's only for religious, moral people. That's it.
well, then we might just have to move on to one of the worst forms.
John Adams, our Constitution was only made for moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other.